Any fixed asset, if you sell, from that whatever income you get, that we call it as capital gain. Income tax authority, like one compulsory 5-mark theory will be there on this. Power of CBDT, Central Board of Direct Tax. What is CBDT? If you have vacant land, plain land, that land is given for rent. That rent comes under income from. We have short-term capital gain or loss. One more is a warm welcome to one and all. This is your Adarsh sir here, lecturing Vidyashram First Grade College, the Temple of Excellence. Now we are discussing the topic called Income Tax 2. So we have done with your Income Tax 1 in your third semester of BCom. And in today's session, we are discussing about your part 2 or the second part of your income tax. We call it as Income Tax 2. So in today's session, we'll not go in detail with your topic, but I can introduce the topic which you have for your examination. Your first sem income tax topic, your question paper pattern, the marks allotment, your internal portion, as well as the learning outcome from this topic we will discuss in today's session. These are the topic, we can call it as syllabus you have for your income tax 2. Under income tax 2, you have topic called capital gain, income from other source, assessment of individual, assessment of partnership firm, assessment of company. At the end, we have assessment procedure. In your previous sem, in your third sem BCom, we had income tax 1. Under income tax 1, we had some basic topics like your 5 heads. Under 5 heads, we did not have all the 5 heads. We had only your income from salary, income from house property, income from business or profession, and we had your basic topics. These are the topics we covered in your previous sem, and in this sem, we will cover balance 2 heads. That will be your capital gain as well as income from other source. Other than income from other source and capital gain, we also go with the topic called assessment of individual. In the previous sem, we did not have any deductions like 80C to 80U. In this sem, you have all the in detail calculation of individual. Just assume that you are the income tax payer. How do you calculate your tax? How much tax you are supposed to calculate? Everything we will learn in this topic. Now, this is very important. Why? Because in your practical life, if you want to calculate your parents' income, how much tax your dad has to pay, how much tax your company has to pay, everything you can only calculate if you know assessment of individual, assessment of company, and assessment of partnership. By doing all these things, you have some basic idea, basic knowledge about tax computation. We'll go with practical cases so that it will be helpful in your future. In your future, the tax slab will be changed. The deduction part will be changed, but the procedure method will not be changed. Now, and the last one is assessment procedure. In this, we have all the theory topic like reassessment. What are the assessment procedure? What are the procedures we are supposed to follow? Everything we will discuss in this assessment procedure. First topic, we can call it as capital gain. Capital gain is supposed to be in your third sem, but they have interchanged. You had depreciation for your previous semester, and this semester you have capital gain. Now, while doing capital gain, we'll go in detail what is capital gain, the types of capital gain. The section comes under section 54. Whatever sections we have, everything we will discuss while doing capital gain. But I can give you basic information. What is capital gain? Like, you have one motor vehicle. You have one motor vehicle. What is the value of the vehicle? Just assume that The value is 5 lakh. Now you are selling that vehicle at what price? You are selling that vehicle for 6 lakh. 5 lakh worth motor vehicle, you are selling at what price? 6 lakh. What is the profit you earned? So 6 minus 1, your profit is 1 lakh. 6 minus 5, your profit is how much? 1 lakh. This we call it as capital gain. Any fixed asset, if you sell, from that whatever income you get, that we call it as capital gain. Same example, 5 lakh worth motor vehicle, you sold it for 4.5 lakh. Whether it is a profit or loss, it is a loss. How much is the loss? 50,000. This 50,000 we call it as capital loss. This is capital gain and this we call it as capital loss. Hope you are clear. This we call it as capital gain and this we call it as capital loss. Any fixed asset if you sold for lesser than your cost price, that is capital loss. Any asset you sold for more than your actual cost price, that we call it as capital gain. Now, in this we have two types, which are those, I don't go in detail, just I'll tell you the names. We have short-term capital gain or loss. One more is long-term capital gain or loss. We have two types. One will be 12 months, other one will be 36 months. And one more is for 24 months also. So how do we consider it is a long term? How do we consider it is a short term? Each and everything we will discuss while doing topic called capital gain. Capital gain is denoted as net profit that an investor makes after selling a capital asset exceeding the price of the purchase. Your selling price value, whatever you have, if it exceeds your purchase price, that difference we call it as capital gain. The next topic we can call it as income from other source. What do you mean by income from other source? How many heads we have in income tax? We are all talking about direct tax. Now, you have income from salary, income from business or profession, income from other source, income from capital gain, income from house property. Now, how many heads we have? Right now it is 4. House property, capital gain, salary, business or profession. Other than these 4, if you get any income, we call it as income from other source. Which are those? Like lottery income. If you deposit some amount in the bank, what you will get? Interest. That comes under income from other source. If you buy 10 rupee lottery and you got 1 lakh cash prize, that 1 lakh we call it as income from other source. You're playing for horse race or any crossword puzzles, that income we call it as income from other source. If you go for any TV show, game show, or else the famous one, KBC, Kaun Banega Crorepati. If you win something from that show, whatever income you get, that comes under income from other source. Hope you are clear. So, other than these 4, we call it as income from other source. For example, you have a house, it is given for rent. Whatever rent you collect, that is income from house property. If you have vacant land, plain land, that land is given for rent. That rent comes under income from other source. Hope you are clear. So, easiest topic, you have almost 10 to 15 items with percentage. If you remember those percentage with numbers, we can call it as income from other source. Easily you can score 10 marks in this. Sometimes what happens, they will give you, write any 10 items which comes under income from other source. Hope you are clear. Yes. Along with income from other source, one more topic is added with this income from other source, which is that set off and carry forward losses theory only. Nothing to worry about problems, only you are supposed to remember theory. They will ask you, write the format of set off and carry forward. What about salary? What about house property? Means you got loss in salary, you got profit in house property. Can we set off? Can we adjust? I'll go in detail about your set off and carry forward. So in while doing this particular topic, but nothing to worry about this topic. Why? Because only theory you are supposed to learn. No problems on set off and carry forward. The next topic we can call it as assessment of individual. We have already done actually in your last semester. In that we have done your income from salary. Sometime you will get income from profession. Everything we had on the tax computation you are supposed to do. But we did not do any tax calculation like up to 2,50,000 nil, above 2,50,000 to 5 lakh. So what is the percentage? 5 lakh and above, what is the percentage? 10 lakh and above, 8 lakh and above, what is the percentage? What is the rebate you have? What is the basic exemption? If it is above 60 years, what is the basic exemption? If it is above 80 years, we call it as above 60, below 80, we call it as senior citizen. Above 80 years, we call it as super senior citizen. All these things we have not done in your previous semester, and this semester it is all about individual tax calculation. This is really very useful. Why? Because the university has given you such a beautiful syllabus. Why? Because whatever we discuss here, practical life, same thing will happen. Practical experience really required to do the tax filing, but whatever the theory aspects you need, everything you will get it from this topic. The tax slab, the deduction part, how much is exempted, everything you will understand better while doing your assessment of individual. Next, so in this also you have like set off and carry forward topic. You have assessment of partnership firm. Under assessment of partnership firm, we have few topics like assessment of partnership firm, definition, residential status, provisions, deduction under section 80G to 80JGA. I'll explain you what are all this. 80G is nothing but your donation part. Now, alternative minimum tax, so we can call it as AMT. All this computation of tax liability of firm, use of available software package for the computation of tax liability. So computation using the Excel worksheet. So we cannot do Excel worksheet because there is no practical thing in your examination. So whatever happens in the Excel worksheet, we do it in the normal format itself. So this is all about your topic called partnership, assessment of partnership. Similarly, what we done there, same thing we'll do it here also. This is called assessment of company. If 2 or 3 members, they join together, if they frame anything, that is partnership. Company, it is completely different than your partnership firm. Under company, assessment of company, definition, closely held company, widely held company, Indian company as well as foreign company. Residential status of company, deduction from 80G to 80JJA, computation of tax liability, including, we call it as MAT. What is this? MAT, minimum alternative tax. So this is very important concept actually. We will discuss while doing this particular topic. The next topic we call it as assessment procedure. This is completely theory oriented. We don't have any practical thing in this. We have to see PAN, quoting of Aadhaar number, types of assessment like self-assessment, summary assessment, regular assessment, best judgment assessment, all theory part, no practical issues or no practical things in this. Income tax authority, like one compulsory 5-mark theory will be there on this. Power of CBDT, Central Board of Direct Tax. What is CBDT? Central Board of Direct Tax. Assessing officer, their rights and duties. These are the most popular, we can call it as compulsory question in your examination. Theory, out of this, one theory will be there for 15, or else it may come for 10 mark. One theory is compulsory from this topic. So class planner, what do you mean by class planner? Your syllabus Hope you know that little vast, but we try to complete minimum in 40 to 45 sessions. 40 to 45 session in the sense each session will carry 30 minutes. Again, I'll repeat, each session will carry 30 minutes. So 30 minutes each session means within 22 to 23 hours will complete your portion. Within 22 to 23 hours, we can complete this portion. Easy to cover up. If you sit for 4 to 5 days, you can watch all the videos because just 5 hours videos per day. In 4 days, you can complete your 80 marks paper. That will be our class planner for this semester. Your internal portions we have divided according to unit wise. So we have 6 units, 2 units for each internals. Now, so we plan for 3 internals. If possible, we'll go for 3, or else we may go for any 2 internals. First 2 internals like internal number 1, capital gain, income from other source, assessment of individual, assessment of company, assessment of partnership, assessment procedure. If possible, we'll merge these 2 topics along with this. If time permits, 3 internals. If there is no time, then we can go for 2 internals. These 2 will be added back to first and 2. And your marks, as you know that, average of 2. If third also happens, then it will be average of 3. These are the marks allocation. As you know that for BCom, you have 5 into 4, 15 into 2, 10 into 3. Normally, your 15 into 2 comes under part C. So, 10 into 2 comes under part B. These are your paper allocation. Total, it will carry 80 marks. Your books for reference, normally I suggest never buy your textbook because whatever textbook you buy, normally it costs you 700 to 800 for big book actually. You will not get any specific book for your semester wise. Better, whatever notes given by the college, that is more than sufficient to score 80 out of 80. Individual unit we complete means we'll give you one complete solid notes for that particular unit. Not only the theory part, along with theory part, we will give you problems also. So my suggestion, please go with the notes which is given by college. Never go for textbook. If you want any further reference or further information, you can go for your textbook. Now, direct taxation, T. N. Manoharan and Vinod K. Mehrotra. So, Mehrotra, why I have mentioned cost accounting means Vinod K. and Mehrotra, they have written both tax as well as costing. So, please go for the taxation book which is given by Vinod K. as well as Mehrotra. So, these are the marks allocation which is done according to your previous year question papers. I cannot assure you that the same kind of question paper pattern will be there. Question paper pattern will be there, but chapter wise allotment cannot be the same. These are the probability of your questions. You can just have a look of this topic. Learning outcome. So, your learning outcome from this topic, it is nothing but you will acquire knowledge and understand the provisions of tax regarding capital gain, assessment of company as well as partnership, company and MAT provisions, and also assessment procedure. These are the things you will learn if you concentrate on your topic. So I'll go back to your previous slides so that you can take screenshots. So these are your syllabus. Your capital gain, income from other source, assessment of individual, assessment of partnership firm, assessment of company, assessment procedure, your class planner, internal portions, it may vary, your question paper pattern, your textbook, it is only for direct taxation, your chapter wise marks allocation, and your learning outcome. So this is all about your today's session. Hope you got little knowledge about your direct taxation as well as you got idea about your syllabus. Before you start any topic, please know about the topic. I hope you learned something new in this taxation. So in further, we'll go in detail unit wise. Each unit I'll take maximum 6 to 7 sessions. So it is not only for your BCom or BBA, it will be helpful for your CA, CS or any professional course. If you are opted, it will be helpful for your those courses also. Thank you.